everyone, Ginette Biro here, helping you make sense of life within the world of spirit and woo so that you can connect deeper to your higher self and purpose. Now, today I want to talk about children and intuition because this came to me as a really beautiful question, and please do keep the questions coming. If you guys are liking these videos, then feel free to ask me questions of things you would like to know, and I'm happy to ask Spirit or share what I may already know from Spirit. But in terms of children and intuition, how do we harness their intuition, encourage them, and all of that? The thing that I want to stress most about this, which came to me from a really beautiful mentor of mine, and this was that children need to be children first and foremost. 100%. They need to just be allowed to be children without having to think too hard as to why they are doing things and what it means and all of that. That comes later. Right now they are in this really beautiful position in their life where they are just experiencing. And that's the place that we are always trying to get back to as adults. When we're so good at thinking critically, we try to get back to simply being in the moment, whereas children are so good at being in the moment, which is why many of them are really quite intuitive. As they get older and they start to progress into more adult-like thinking, especially around the age of 12, they lose a lot of that unless it is nurtured. So coming back to the idea of nurturing it, allow your child to be in the moment, to experience, to be silly, to run in the rain, to play in the mud, to dance because they're so excited about something they just had to dance it out, right? That allows them to be really in tune with their energy and to let their energy flow through them. And as you guys know, those of you that are working on your intuition, when you're in that flow is when you get the greatest insights. So that's one big one. Let them just simply be children. The next one that I find I do a lot with my kids is when there is something going on, I will ask them, what do they feel? How does this make you feel? So if my daughter comes to me and she's like, Mom, I'm really sad. I don't know why. Something is making me sad. I'll say, okay, what do you feel? And sometimes she can describe it in more detail and sometimes she can't. So if she can't, I'll say to her, where in your body do you feel it? And she might point to a spot, maybe her heart, her tummy, who knows where, but she will point to a spot. And then I will ask her, is it wanting to tell you anything? Does it have any message or a story to share? And she may have an answer or she may not. If she has an answer, then I'll ask her, does that next thing, does it have anything to share? Is it for anybody? Does it feel like it's for you or does it feel like it's for someone else? And so on and so forth. Until you get to the end of it, to the point where they're like, that's it, that's what it was, and they feel better. Or if they're like, I don't know. If they hit the point where they're like, I don't know, then I will always say, is this something you want to keep feeling? Usually if it's, a sad one, they're like, no. Okay, so let's take it away. Let's let it go. Let's release it. It's not yours to feel. I'm glad you talked to me about it, but it's not yours to feel anymore. We did everything we could and that's it. And so her and I will visualize like taking it from the spot where she's feeling it and then blowing it into the wind for Spirit to take care of. And that way they also feel like they have power in letting go of stuff that doesn't serve them. So in a roundabout way, you're teaching them how to recognize what they're feeling, try to interpret it by just asking it questions, and then knowing when to release it and having an action or a movement to release it. And I find anyway, again, these are my experiences, if you stay within that basket of tools, then it lets them maneuver their intuition without getting too busy becoming adults about it, becoming serious critical thinkers about it. And I find that really helpful because, again, we don't want to get in the way and make them grow up too fast, asking them too many specific questions or, because their minds will start to get into it. So we want to keep them in a lighthearted energy of being present with their mind, their spirit, their body, and then moving on. Because with kids, it's nice to keep things moving. So I hope that helps. As your children get older, usually about mid-teens, sometimes a little younger, maybe 13-ish, they can start to understand more concepts of intuition and how it really works. And the biggest thing I'll say with that as they get a little bit older is keep them talking. Keep them expressing what they're feeling. Give them a safe space to come to you to say, I don't know what this is, but I'm feeling this. Or, Mom, I'm feeling huge anxiety and panic attacks. Can you help me figure it out? If they know that you're a safe space to go to and you're going to stop and sit and discuss with them so they can move through all their feelings, then they're going to start to learn these practices of acknowledging it, asking it questions, releasing it again. And that's in the older age, kind of that teenage age. So that gives you kind of 2 ideas depending on the age group you're dealing with. And I hope that helps as a starter. But this is a great topic. This is something that could be an entire course. And so I appreciate you guys bringing it up. Apparently this girl has something she wants to say too. So I'm going to tune into that one. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll be back with more. Oh yeah, and for everything else, check out Avalon Spirit and also the Ginette Biro podcast.